you, Barbara, if you will tell us who you are, where you're from, and what you would like to learn today.
Oh, dear.
And welcome, Kim. We're going around the room. We're saying who we are and where we're from, and one thing you'd like to take away from today's session.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, I'm Barbara White. I am in Wilmington, North Carolina, and I'm just hanging out to see, because I always learn stuff because I never know what to ask. So I'm just soaking it in.
We're glad to have you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Kim, why don't you go ahead?
Okay, I'm next. Hi, I'm Kim Chomiak. I'm with the America's Boating Club in Cocoa Beach, Florida, really in Merritt Island. And I'm a longtime marketing person, but really never had to do the tactical Facebook entries for myself. So I'm seeing what tips I can get from the pros here.
Well, we're glad to have you. Welcome. Alice, why don't you go ahead?
I'm Alice Forsyth Bowley. I am the secretary with Fort Myers Power Squadron in Fort Myers, Florida. Currently, I'm in Cleveland, Ohio. I do a lot on Facebook personally, but I have not done anything with setting up for organizations or anything like that. So that's what I'm interested in.
Okay. And Barbara, so Fort Myers has not worked with Marine SEO, or has?
We have a Facebook page, but nobody knows how to work with it.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Marlis.
Power Squadron out in Oceanside, California. And I will be doing some of the work with our marketing, and I need to get as much information as I can to help myself to learn more, because, it's just a lot to figure out on your own.
It is a lot. Yeah, fortunately, we've got the expert on the phone with Ron Jones from Peace River. Hello, Ron.
I wouldn't call myself the expert.
I called you an expert because you are. Welcome,
Good
David.
afternoon, everyone.
Welcome, Ron. Thank you again for co-hosting this with me. Always. David, welcome. And Gail, welcome. Where are you from? And we're glad to have you. Gail, both of you are muted. Gail and David, you're both muted. Now, Gail, you're unmuted. There's two of you. We can see you, but we can't hear you. And I don't know why I've got this glow background. I look like an angel, but trust me, that was not on purpose, and it is not the case.
There you are.
Yeah, over there. All right, Galena, Maryland, Wilmington Power Squadron.
Wilmington?
Yes, Delaware.
Gotcha. Two Wilmingtons on the phone. Gotcha. Okay, David. David, you're muted. Okay, great. No one said what they wanted to learn today. So what's a takeaway that you want to learn today? That you dialed in for a reason. What did you want to take away?
I'd love to get some opinions if paid social or boosting is helping on Facebook for anyone else, because we're considering it based on the offer that was made, but we've just never implemented. We do everything that's organic.
Okay. Do you have a Google grant, Kim?
A Google grant? No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Is this the one for Google or Facebook?
Facebook. Your Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Your Facebook. We're talking about Facebook ads or Google ads?
Okay. I don't think we do Google at all, but we are on Facebook.
Okay. I just want to make sure you were talking about Facebook. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. And someone joined us. Welcome.
Oh, that's Mike.
Oh, hi, Mike.
Mike is muted. Mike is from Manatee. He's another one of my squadrons.
Yes. Welcome, Mike.
Hi there.
How are you, sir?
Doing well, thank you.
Okay, so David's still muted. We haven't heard from you, David. Okay, just so you know, we are recording this call. So the question we have on the table is paid ads on Facebook a good investment or not? So let's ask anyone on the phone who has done a Facebook ad. Ron?
I'm running one right now. I'm running one right now as we speak.
Thank you, Ron.
As we talked last week about using your personal Facebook profile to manage your Squadron Facebook page, the question was raised, where do I get content? Where do I get stuff to post onto our Facebook page? So that was kind of the area that I was going to try to hit on. And let me go ahead and I'm going to share my screen. I do have the screen bumped up to about 150, 170% to make sure everybody can see it. If you have a question, just let me know. I'm on my personal Facebook profile. And because I've got these tied to a couple of Facebook pages I manage, I can just click and I manage both the district and the local Squadron page. I just crossed the boundary. I am no longer Ron Jones on Facebook. I now am Peace River Sail and Power Squadron. And we're now on our Squadron Facebook page. Anything I post is going to show up as posted by America's Boating Club Peace River. So I have to be careful how I post because I now am the Squadron. If you are getting the feed from Marine SEO, your page has been optimized. You're going to be getting a couple of posts a week that magically appear on your Facebook page. And if that's the only thing you're posting, you're not getting anywhere near the benefits of Facebook that you should be getting. You should be following other pages, whether it be nearby squadrons, whether it be distant squadrons, it doesn't matter. Follow other squadrons because sometimes they post things that are of interest to your members. And it also conveys the message that we're a national organization, which is important. By also following other related pages, in this case, it was a post from Go Boating Florida talking about the difference in double braid and laid lines. It was a really good, short little piece. Well, I didn't have to create that content, so I was able to do that. Here's one of the Marine SEO posts that emphasizes summer fun on the water starts with safety. Our local Chamber of Commerce, which we're a member of, recognized us for being a 10-year member. That's something that I wanted to share with everyone following our page, about 550 people. And again, that was content I didn't have to create. Creating content is time consuming. But if you can share content that is related to what your squadron is doing, whether it be from another squadron, whether it be from a partner like the National Weather Service, whether it be from a publication in your area that is boating related, that all goes to helping expand your visibility in the community. And it also reduces the amount of time you have to spend creating content. And you can get all of this content on your page, but until that content is being interacted with, your page really isn't doing anything. So, Alice, Fort Myers has got a Facebook page, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to, again, I'm still interacting as the Squadron, not myself.
Ron, how did you get to the manage page on Facebook?
Well, right now I'm, okay. I'm interacting strictly as the page, and then as the administrator, I can show the menu. When I click show menu,
Okay.
it pops that out. And let's see if I can get to Fort Myers Sail and Power Squadron. Okay. Myers Sail and Power Squad. No. Okay, there we are. Fort Myers, America's Boating Club, Fort Myers. Okay. I've already started following the Fort Myers page. If I had not been following it, this would give me an opportunity to click and follow the page. And you can do that for any page that exists on Facebook.
Right.
So anything that is posted by Facebook, by Fort Myers on their Facebook page, is going to show up in my news feed on America's Boating Club. And as I go through that feed, I can see things that are of interest and share them on our page. Now, once there's something of interest, and I want to go back to Fort Myers. Okay. They've done the job of putting content up there. So let's help them out a bit. Here's a post from boatingcompass.org. I've looked at it. I'm going to like it. That starts to feed the Facebook algorithms to elevate posts. Well, I've liked it. I'm really going to boost it now. Just a simple comment. Nice article. That bumps it up even more.
Mm.
And now I'm going to share it. I'm going to share it on Peace River's page. Those algorithms help increase the visibility of the post that you have put up. This is why it's really important to go back to your clubs and ask them if they're on Facebook. Please follow your Squadron page. Not just follow it, but interact with it. When there's a post, the more they interact with the post, the more the algorithms start to elevate that post and help spread it. They can like it. They can comment on it. It doesn't have to be a long comment. They can share it. And if they do all three, well, that really helps boost that post. And the more you boost the post, the more exposure it gets. So I'm going to go back to Peace River's page. Scroll down here. And lo and behold, there is the post from Fort Myers on our page.
Wow.
So what I've done is I've shared interesting information that people following my page would be interested in. It's boating related. It's a eye-catching photograph, but I've also given some visibility to Fort Myers on my page. That's the whole idea behind feeding the Facebook algorithms. And the more you feed the algorithm, the better Facebook likes you. Now, I told you I had an ad running. We have a ABC class coming up in a week. And I'm a big spender. I tend to spend anywhere from $25 to $30 for a week's ad. The ad was seen 8,652 times, and it still is running. It'll run until tomorrow. 99 people clicked on it. So far, it has cost us $24.20. That's a pretty good return on an investment. And with the ads, you're not just putting out this ad blanket to wherever, whoever. You can actually tailor the ad to the geographic area, to the age. You can really tailor it to the demographics. Let's take a look at my ad. Yeah. There we go. It gives me all sorts of information about what I've spent, when this is going to run. As I said, I can target the audience. I want both men and women in my ABC class. I really am targeting 18 plus. The location I detailed to within 15 miles of Port Charlotte, which is where our classroom is. People aren't going to drive they're not going to drive from Fort Myers up here to our ABC class, Alice. And they're certainly not going to drive across the state. But if you zero in on your area, and then let's get carried away. I want people that have expressed through what they follow on Facebook: boating, boats, fishing, sailing. I want to aim these ads to them. That's the targeting of the ad. So, Kim, I find it to be very effective to be able to reach a lot of people for a minimum investment. We typically run about $25 for a week of ads, and we typically reach thousands of people, and it's a whole lot cheaper than trying to get it in the newspaper. Sure.
May I ask if you've done any kind of side-by-side comparison with this simply a boost on Facebook versus the paid ad? And your goal, if I may, what did you consider your success factor? What was your KPI in that, your key performance index? Was it the clicks?
No.
Okay.
And first question first. Yes, I've done comparisons of boosting a post versus a paid ad. The paid ad seems to perform better in getting people involved with classes.
Okay.
It posts about civic activities and things of that nature that I really want to drive people to the website to learn more about us. That's more effective in a boost. But I also will use events for both classes and civic activities, like a coastal cleanup. The reason I use events so commonly is because there are third-party services that scrape websites and Facebook pages and repost, which is multiplying my reach. And I don't have to do extra work. How do I measure success? I actually am tracking the number of people that go from Facebook to my website through Google Analytics. I'm looking at the click-throughs. This time of year, I don't know about the East Coast of Florida, but the West Coast of Florida, it's dead. People are not down here. It's too hot.
Yeah.
So I really have not seen a tremendous amount of increase in the number of students, but we've been playing with the paid ads and doing A/B ads where we run two different ads at the same time and see the differences between the two. We are getting click-throughs. We're getting people going to the website where they can register for the ABC class.
Okay.
We're getting more response from the Facebook ads than we did from a newspaper ad, from a newspaper press release, from a Chamber of Commerce release that we added to their calendar. So for $25 to $30, we find it to be an effective outreach. And the nice thing is that within Facebook, you've got some analytics, so you can measure success.
Okay.
And in our case, my measure of success was how many times do they go to the website?
And that ad is currently running now, right, Ron?
It's going to run until 11:34 a.m. tomorrow.
Great.
And then the class starts on Saturday. That gives the people time to get set up and know about how many students they're going to have.
Did you say that was 2 weeks? I'm sorry, I was listening and trying to take notes, but
1 week.
1 week.
I just ran it for 1 week.
And is your timing? Oh, sorry.
In fact, I did it during the meeting last week for the second Facebook session of how to create an ad. We actually created the ad, and there were some questions, and tomorrow we'll see just how well it performed.
Kim, does that answer your question?
It does. Thank you so
Great.
much.
Yes. Barbara has a question. Barbara?
I do. Would you normally just market that a week before the class rather than say 2 or 3 weeks?
If I were running the Facebook ad as the only advertising outreach, I would run it longer. But I'm running multiple ads. The local Chamber of Commerce has their calendar. I've already got classes on their calendar that they helped me promote in October. I've got a news release ready to go for classes in September to a local weekly publication that has been really good about getting the word out. We have a weekly voting supplement to the local newspaper that publishes all of the classes. I create the event usually 2 to 3 weeks in advance, and then post them as an ad anywhere from 7 to 10 days out. And usually I start that 2 weeks before the class. If I start the ad too early, people are sitting there saying, well, that's not going to happen for a while. I can wait. So if I add a sense of urgency, they're more likely to click. So that's why I'm running the week ads right now, the weekly, 1 week ads.
And one thing that you can do, which I've learned is the best practice from other squadrons, if you want to update the ad, you can say almost sold out, whether you are or not. That gives the potential client or student, I better go ahead and sign up today or I'm going to miss this opportunity. So almost sold out is, some squadrons have used that as a way to get people to act right there.
And the other thing that you can put in, and it's very honest, seating is limited.
There you go.
You may be booking the biggest auditorium in the county, but there is a limit to the seats available. So
Both of those are effective. Yes, right.
I'm not telling you to twist the truth. I'm just saying we don't have to tell 100% of it.
Right. Almost sold out and seated, limited seating. It's all
Yes.
honest ways to get your call to action done.
Here's the feed I've got coming in for my squadron page, flagship towing. This particular post, they're promoting join us, buy our service. Well, if I shared that onto our page, it's not inconceivable that someone would say, oh, well, they're being endorsed by Peace River Sail and Power Squadron. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to share that particular post. The Go Boating, Go Florida Boating article about the ropes and lines, they weren't selling anything. So I didn't have a problem with that. Follow your local newspaper. Good grief. There are things that happen on the water that the newspaper will pick up. This past weekend, we had a boat catch fire Saturday morning. And Saturday evening, another boat slammed into a piling and sent 5 people to the hospital. You really can't say what caused either of the accidents, but you can comment that this is why you want safety equipment on board your boat. This is why you need Marine VHF radio to call for help. This is why keeping a sharp lookout, especially at night, is important. Wear a life jacket. So you can piggyback off of the newspaper articles without making any judgmental comment of, this is why this accident happened. We're not an investigative organization.
That's an important point, Ron. That is a very important point. We're not in the judgment seats here.
No, we can comment on this is why things are important, but we can't say that this is the reason why this accident happened. Okay, I'm good. Unless there are other questions, I'll stop sharing my screen. Yes, Kim.
I'm just full of them today. While you have your screen shared, do you participate in any other groups in your community that allow you to post about your messages and events?
What do you mean?
Well, for example, and I'll get the names wrong, but here there's a Space Coast boating community page, and I haven't really successfully done it yet because I've only been doing this for a short time. But when we post our training classes, I want to request from their admin that we be reposted in their following, because they've got like 16,000 followers in the local area.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Not only do I follow and have joined some of the groups, again, because I don't want to abuse the privilege, I'm not reposting everything from us into those groups, but things like courses or seminars. The Hurricanes and Boater seminar is an excellent one to push all through the community for us in Florida, anywhere along the coast. If you're doing any kind of civic service activity, coastal cleanup, or if you've got a really good speaker coming to talk to your club, vertical oyster gardens or something like that, that you want to attract potential members, share those. I also am the administrator for several other Facebook groups that have nothing to do with boating in particular. I happen to live in a marina and manage 2 Facebook groups here. We had someone that just posted yesterday, we just got a new boat. We're new to boating. Where can we get charts? And it was like, no, we have an ABC class. This is what it covers. This is why it's important. And by the way, we managed to get a county grant to cover the cost of the ABC classes. So to the student, it's free.
Wow.
What a hook. And that went out to everybody in the community.
Great post.
I was very honest. I said, yes, and I'm a member of the Squadron. So the more you can expand your reach through your own members, through organic growth in other groups with other partner organizations, the more visibility your squadron will get, the more followers you get, which means that the outreach is even better. Yeah.
And one key takeaway there is make sure you're following that space civic, whatever you said, Kim, make sure you're following them. And so you're getting on their radar. And that's a key takeaway for everybody that's on the phone. Make sure you're following marinas, yacht clubs and such, so that they'll become familiar with our brand.
Yes, Gail.
Hi, Gail, you're muted.
You mentioned something about following marine SEO. I don't know what that is, and I don't know if we're following it.
Okay. Marine SEO is a business that has been contracted by the Power Squadron to help squadrons have a more consistent presence on Facebook. And they will come in, they will help you have a consistent look to your, let me get back over here to my page, banner, branding. They will make sure that the intro, the bio for your squadron are all filled in and are somewhat consistent. And at the same time, they have an administrative privilege on your page to be able to make posts directly to your Facebook page. But they're only doing a few posts a week. And that's not enough to really have eyeballs on your Facebook page. So you need other content. And speaking of content, don't overlook America's Boating Channel. That YouTube channel has got some absolutely wonderful video, and video attracts eyeballs to your Facebook page. It also will keep those eyeballs right there for the duration. We're measuring eyeballs on your feed in terms of minutes, not seconds. And that is invaluable. So if you haven't talked with Marine SEO and you're interested in doing that, Amy can put you on the list with Jenna from Marine SEO.
I just searched on it. It is Florida Marine SEO Marketing Agency.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was going to ask.
So Gail, you're asking to be on the list to work with Marine SEO to have your Facebook page optimized, correct?
No, I don't know. I don't.
Okay.
You said about liking it, and I just searched on it. So is it possible to just like it? I don't know what that means and what sort of commitment that is.
Marine SEO is a company that will help you make your page more consistent with other pages in the organization. They have a contract with the Power Squadron to work with squadrons, and they're doing, Tammy, what is it now? 2, 3 a month?
Two squadrons a month. And so Barbara, I'm going to get you on the list to have an exploratory call with Jenna from Marine SEO, and she can go through but we all recommend that you, if you have not talked with Jenna, that you do have that exploratory call, and that it will expand, have that call with Jenna, let her walk you through what that means, and that will grow your squadron organically just by having your page look like everybody else's. It reinforces the national brand, and it will also give you a geographic boost to the members that are close to you in Wilmington, North Carolina. So I've got you on the list, Gail. So you'll hear from Jenna Bales.
Is there a charge for this?
No.
No.
The National's paying for this.
Okay.
We try to do things cheap at the local level. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop.
Thank you.
I'm going to
Yes.
go ahead and stop sharing my screen now.
Is there anyone else that has not worked with Jenna Bales from Marine SEO? Oceanside, are you? Yep.
We are.
And I know Atlanta, yes. Char River, yes. Yep. Okay.
No, we have not. Fort Myers has not.
Right. Got you. Wilmington, North Carolina, Fort Myers.
No, Wilmington already has it.
Oh, this is Wilmington, Delaware.
Remember, there are 2 Wilmingtons.
That's
Yep.
right.
Cocoa Beach.
And Manatee,
But I'm sorry.
Manatee has worked with Jen already.
Yes, Mike, yes. So those that have worked with Jenna, are you getting the 3 posts per week on your Facebook page?
Yes.
Okay, great. Great. Very good. And David, we haven't heard from you. What squadron are you calling from? Maybe Dave is a cyber member. Ha ha ha. Okay. What else? What else questions do you have for us in the Facebook beginner page? Hi, Barbara. Do you have your hand raised? Yes, you do.
Yeah, I do. And I want to go back just a little back a ways. Ron, when you were talking about being a member of a group and then sharing information about the squadron in that group, were you doing that as Ron or were you doing that as Peace River?
Both.
Oh, both. Okay.
Both. Um,
And then the
as the administrator of the community Facebook group, I am Ron, but I'm also a member of the Facebook group as Peace River. So I have to be cognizant of which identity I am.
Very true.
Again, it makes it really easy when you've got the little icon up in the upper right-hand corner telling me, oh, okay, this is who I am now. As opposed to I'm speaking on behalf of the squadron.
And then I have another question too, and this kind of relates, but it's reverse. Rose Stanos, I get posts all the time. She's connected with the organization. I'm not quite sure how I'm connected. Is that the Facebook group?
Are you getting 3 posts a week? Is that what you're asking about?
No, this is Rose Stanos, but it's all different squadrons, and they're all on this page, and there were some really good posts, but I wasn't sure why I'm getting that, and then how do I share information from that to our Facebook? Because she's got some good stuff.
Yes.
Rose is posting a lot of the information to social media for squadrons. It's a private group.
Okay. So if I wanted to sorry.
Well, the problem with it being a private group is you can't share directly from the group to
that was my question. Okay.
What you can do is when you see a post that is of interest, go to the original source of that post, copy that onto your page. I need to have a conversation with headquarters about that social media for squadrons group. How we can better utilize the resource.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, what else is on your mind this afternoon? Go for it, Kim.
I'm great. This is very helpful.
Peg, did you have a question?
Yes, I do. I was not able to attend last week's meeting about how to do Facebook ads. So are any of these being saved anywhere?
They're
so we
all
can
being
look at it
recorded.
later?
They're all being
recorded.
Yes.
And
how do I access those?
We're going to be posting them to YouTube to make it easier to find. And because of the combination of the Public Affairs and Marketing Committee into one, I'm trying to get all of the content from both of the web pages onto one new, and we'll have a link from there to the YouTube channel so that you can find all of the recordings.
Okay. I'll be on the lookout for that. Thank you.
Great.
You're welcome. The follow-up to that question about the ads, we're going to be seeing how the ad we created last week has performed on tomorrow's call. And then some of the other little things that we've done with advertising with Facebook, some of the demographics, some of the analytics, and then seeing how well those ads have translated to click-throughs into the web page. So that's a teaser to attend tomorrow.
And one takeaway from the call today is you're not following Peace River, Oceanside, Fort Myers, Wilmington, Delaware, Wilmington, North Carolina, Cocoa Beach, I miss anybody? Then go, please follow those squadrons so that they'll have an additional follower and perhaps they'll share your post. So at least we're trying to grow organically. And as Ron calls it, we're trying to track every single squadron forward. And no matter where you are on that track, it's our goal to get you moving forward. So that's the goal of every call that we have, is to track you a little bit forward on every call and every week. So please follow this, your fellow members on this call, and give them a like and a share so they know that you're watching them.
Amy, I got-
Those names again.
Yes, Peace River, Oceanside, California, Fort Myers, Florida, Wilmington, Delaware, Wilmington, North Carolina, Cocoa Beach,
and Manatee.
and Manatee. Sorry, I knew that was missing. Mike, how could I forget Manatee?
There you go. Tammy, I got a question for
And
you.
Tar River.
And Tar River, Beck. Yes, Tar River. Tar River in Greenville, North Carolina.
Greenville, oh, North Carolina.
So, Tammy, I got a marketing question.
Yes.
So we've got a lot of different squadrons that are advertising their ABC class on Facebook, and there's a lot of different flavors of ads, some better than others, right? Does National have a template that's been successful that they could share that says, hey, this is a really good template for ABC classes, and it's done well?
Mike, I don't know the answer. That's a great question. I don't know the answer to that, but I'll find out.
Okay.
Because there has to be one that's performed better than others. And we're always careful about weather, real weather, where you live in the country.
Yeah.
So I will find out that and get back to this group about, is there a national template that's worked better, that's performed better in terms of getting students to attend better than others.
Yeah. Because the challenge we're facing is we got a lot of information to share, but at the same time, people don't want to see a lot of words on an ad, right? So you got to do that balance of capturing their attention, yet getting the word out.
That, Mike, is the challenge. I've seen some Facebook ads that run a page of text, and people are not going to read all of that. So
Yeah.
condense it down, lead them to a web page where they can learn more about what ABC means, why it's important, who they can contact if they have more questions, and register here. I've got our webpage set up so that I've got a separate page for ABC classes, and I've got the schedule for the whole year on that page as well. So that if they're sitting there saying, well, gee, I'd like to take this, but I'm going to be tied up next Saturday. Oh, there's another one in September, or I won't be back down for 3 months. Oh, they have one in November. That's on the webpage. The Facebook ad needs to attract their attention with a really good graphic. The ABC3 book cover is okay. I had the family in a center console all wearing life jackets. That attracts people's attention because the first thing they did was, do I know them? No, you don't. The image was created with AI. And then here's what we're advertising: America's Voting Course. And I've got 3 different text bodies for an ABC ad that I can share with everyone. They're short. They're punchy. It gets click-throughs. That's what I'm looking for. Get them to the web page. Then I can tell them, oh, this is what you'll learn. By the way, you'll get the voter education card in Florida.
I'll feed them.
So those are the types of of things that, lead them to the web page. It's the long ads that don't get things in there. Yes, Kim. And Kim is our marketing person. I'm going to be talking with you about joining the marketing committee.
Yes, and before we leave Mike's question, Mike, that's such a great question. I'm going to find the answer to that question, and we'll do a tutorial on what we think is the best national ad for ABC classes, and we will get your input, and we can come up as a group, maybe the best ad for America's Boating Course.
Thank
Maybe
you.
we can do this. Yes, I think that's a great question, and we will take that on and solve that together.
And my question actually piggybacks off of Mike's question, because I wondered if we have permission to post the cover of the book. That's a copyrighted piece of information. So I was reluctant. I didn't do it on ours. But if we're allowed, our squadron would like to do that. Our club would like to do that. And I'd be very interested in what you guys come up with, because the short, punchy things I was coming up with do not work. If you can't put out there, please do not vote like a moron. Learn this.
Yeah.
Okay, that's first draft. Second draft.
You can put it out there, Kim. I just don't think you'll get any students.
As far as using the image of the cover of the book, there's
Yep.
not a problem with that, because you as the squadron are advertising that particular course. So you're good to go with that.
Okay.
I do think, Kim, though, that the book is boring. I think that showing a family of 4 on a boat is much more appealing, because I can see my child on that boat, or I can see my grandchild on that boat. I see people use the book all the time, and please feel free to do so. But also, if you can involve people in the ad, it really punches it up. That's just a personal opinion to me.
Okay.
So I started
Mike.
with AI images. And so Ron, you mentioned you did an AI image. Are there copyright concerns if we do, like from Perplexity or Grok, an image creation and then posting that?
Nope.
And related to images, do most of you have a Canva or Adobe Express or some kind of account for your squadron that you use to get your images? Or
Canva is a free subscription. Complexity is a little higher than some people are comfortable with. I have 3 different AI accounts personally that I use to generate images. I will tell you to be careful with the images being generated by AI. I wanted a picture of a boat with a family on it in Florida. Again, marketing where we are, mountains in the background, work. And I said, the most common boat is a center console down here. So create me an image of a center console with a family all wearing life jackets in Florida. And sure enough, it cranked out a really nice looking image. And I said, oh, this is great. I'm going to use it. And then I looked at it more closely. The helm station was at the front of the center console. And I said, this isn't right. Do it again. I asked for an image of a raft up, again, specifying in Florida with a couple of boats. I didn't want a big, huge raft up. And it created a really good image of 5 boats in a raft up. And the boat closest to the viewer's perspective had 2 outboards on the front and 2 on the back. So don't just assume that, ChatGPT or any of the other tools are going to know that there's not. If you're going to have 4 motors on a boat, put them all on the same end. But certainly makes it a lot easier than trying to sort through all of the stock images with Adobe accounts getting permission to use those stock images, get the watermarks removed to create some AI images. It's also really good to have pictures of your squadron doing things. People love to follow the Facebook page where they're going to see themselves. But the caveat, if they're out on a boat, they should be wearing a life jacket. It's those subtle reminders that we need to make sure of. If it's not going to be something that you want to promote people doing, don't post it on Facebook unless it's a lessons learned.
You would be surprised at how many photos people send me without life jackets on. It's a great photo. I cannot use it. Okay, guys, we're right at 5 o'clock. Are there any other questions that we can answer for you guys? First of all, thank you very much for joining Ron and myself. You've added a lot of value to the call today. I appreciate all of you making time to call in this afternoon. Is there any more questions before we adjourn? Okay, great. Well, thank you again. Thank you for joining Ron and I. We will have the call Facebook Advance tomorrow at 11 Eastern time. And if you want to join, we'd love to see you there. If not, we'll see you soon. Thanks again. All the best.